Okay, so please, can someone please check that what's going on? Like, do you have cell phone, Rajesh? Check once. Like, is sound clear? You can also check. Check. Go to the channel Hargar Shiksha by AELA, and you will see there live class. Yeah, YouTube. Go to the channel. Can I zoom it? Yeah, we have an option, right? Okay, everyone please mute your sound. Okay, everyone please mute your sound. And now listen carefully here. Okay, mute your sound. Start.
So, my warm greetings to one and all present here.
Very good evening.
Today, I, Harshit, of a student of AELA, would be describing my views over a topic that is my nation is my pride. So, here we go. Today, as we know that millions of years ago, there were no things like country or nations. But as the time passed, we have come up with great leaders who established empires and countries. Well, today I, Harshit, is going to describe the greatness of a country, which is my native country, and it is none other than the strong, spiritual, diverse, cultured, and the great India. As we know that India is a very diverse country. It is the 7th largest country in the world, present in the South Asia. It has 28 states and 9 union territories. But other than that, we have many points to describe this great country. But the vastness, the greatness of this country can't be explained in few points. We need a lot of knowledge, a lot of words. I think infinite words. But still I will try to describe it. Basically, as we know that India is 5th strongest country according to army, and it is the 3rd largest economy in the world. But it is the fastest growing economy too. If we talk about the people from India, we have great personalities like Mukesh Ambani, Gautam Adani, and MS Dhoni, Virat Kohli, and many more.
And Jim Premji. Tata Ratan, how can you forget that?
Yeah. Mr. Ratan. Mr. Ratan and many such leaders. Mr. Narendra Modi. There are many which can't be forget because of their great work, and they all are Indians. And the greatness they have got such because they have the values of India.
And what do you think about the culture of India?
India's culture is the best culture, as it is the most diverse culture in the world. Because we have many kinds of people, like we have Muslims, Christians, Hindus, Zoroastrians, and people from other nationalities also. And they together live very peacefully.
So you mean like, is there unity among them?
Yeah, there is too much unity among them. And even though in different states we have different kinds of food cuisine and different types of clothing different types of languages, but then also there is so much unity that it is bounded strongly like a nation.
We have more than 27 states, right? We have around 28 states and 9 union territories, right? So, what do you like? Do you want to say something about these states?
Yes, these states have different kinds of people, which have different origins, different cultures, but still we have bounded these states because of our unity. So it is a great thing that a country having too much of differences, too much of diverseness, still it is bounded as a large nation.
Okay. Can you speak something about freedom of India? How did we like? How did we get freedom?
So freedom of India is a very painful story painful story,
Okay.
as a lot of people have lost their lives
Hmm.
just because of a mere word freedom.
Okay.
But and a lot of people like M.P. Gandhi or Subhash Chandra Bose, Bhagat Singh, Chandrasekhar Azad, Lala Lajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, and many more who are forgetful, but still they are in our hearts. Why? Because they have granted us the freedom which we are enjoying today.
Do you have any idea? Any idea about Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar? Can you express his ideology on Indian culture and religion? What was
I
that?
don't know much about Imran Ambedkar,
Okay.
but he was also a great personality.
Mm-hmm.
As we know that his ideology was very simple.
Okay.
He knows that the India was a very diverse country, and there were many small groups, small sections of public also, which were too much tortured by the our caste peoples, higher class caste peoples, and so he wanted an equal nation. He believes in an equal nation in which everyone gets an equal opportunity.
Okay. Which is largest state in India?
The largest state in India is known as Rajasthan.
Rajasthan. In terms of what? Like
In terms
land
of
or
area,
population?
in
Area.
terms of area, it is known as the largest state, and in terms of, and if we talk about it, population, then Uttar Pradesh holds the first position.
Okay. So, can you please tell me the reason why, like, Delhi, the capital of India, is like having a lot of crime report? Because this is the capital of India, but still there is a huge crime and big crime ratio in this city. Why so? Do you have any idea about this state?
Um, I can't tell much, but I think the mentality of peoples have gone too low. Have gone too low. Because of bad mentalities, they have started doing crimes like murders, rapes, and etc. And small snatching also.
So the capital of India is being considered the worst state of India. Why so? Even not only in terms of crime against women, it also talks about the pollution, right? In pollution ratio also. So.
I think the government is responsible for such cases.
Mhm.
As if the infrastructure of Delhi would be good, then no such kind of news can be heard from Delhi. And
So who is responsible? Central government or state government?
sir, I hold state government responsible for this, as central government has the work to command them, to give laws, to give policies, but to implement them in the states or union territories is the work of the state government.
But
But
but the state government is saying always. He used to say that we are helpless. We have limited power. We cannot do anything. All the power goes to the center government only. We have to
so
take permission, but they are not, approving my permission or any initiative that I usually take. So
sir,
who is responsible?
I don't think so. Such things are there because even though it's a game of politics also.
Mm-hmm.
Many times politicians say they are working, but the central government is not cooperating them. But uh, but for the politics, they say such things.
Okay, which state do you belong from?
I belong from Delhi only, sir.
Delhi only. What do you know about Delhi?
So I have few knowledge about Delhi. Delhi is the capital and capital comes under national capital region also, and it is a union territory of India. Uh,
Okay, so your topic is My Nation is My Pride. Please end your conversation by saying few words that how is it your pride?
my nation is my pride because just because of the people live here, just because of the culture, that's because of the rich culture which has blended in this place. Uh, it's my pride too, as born, taking birth in such great country
Where there
where
is
where there is
fraternity,
much
unity, yeah.
diversity, much
Mm-hmm.
good rich culture, so much
Mm-hmm.
of power also.
Okay.
So it would be everyone's pride. And even though the people who have lived here, who have glorified the history of India,
Mm-hmm.
they are also the pride of mine. So that's all I would like to speak. Thank you.
You're welcome. Give a big round of applause for this girl, Mr. Rasit. You may come out.
Good evening, friends. Well, thank you for giving me this golden opportunity to tell about my topic. Well, my name is Vikas Yadav, and my topic is anonymous. It means you have to decide it that what the name of my topic can be. Well, a woman, gives birth to a child. No man can bear the pain. After that, what a mother doesn't do for her child. You know well, but
Sorry to interrupt you, Mr. Vikas. You didn't mention your name.
sir, I have mentioned it.
Have you mentioned?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what is the topic? Anonymous.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we need to decide what's that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Go ahead.
So, what a mother doesn't do for her child, uh, like on one side the food to be cooked, and on one side the baby, the child is crying, and on one side the food to be served, and on one side the child is crying because he is hungry.
Right.
He's hungry, but still she does all these things, you know very well, it is a famous truth that the first teacher of the children is their mother. It is a famous truth. So she she starts teach her child. She sends to him in school so that the life of that boy doesn't get spoiled. But after that boy turns 15 years old, she insists on everything, like I want this, I want that, because my friends have, so I want it, I want that. And after that, when from here, it means when the boy is slowly growing up from here, and he starts to abuse her in every situation. And after 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 all these things, when he gets married, her wife starts her wife starts to torture her, but still the mother loves her child so much, as much as before. After all, mother is mother. But dear friends, dear friends, love your mother, because you can achieve everything, but not mother. Because I saw a man some days ago. He was sad. I just went to him, and he saw me. He told me that, bro, I didn't care her till she was alive. But now the life seems incompleted without her. Thank you. That's all.
Okay. Wonderful. So it was nice and wonderful, and in fact most loved statement was given by Mr. Vikas Yadav. He has spoken about mom and the love of mom, okay, and the struggle and the pain that she bears in their life. Okay, so it was nice. Now who's next? Please go on the stage. So give a big round of applause for Mr. Sonu Yadav. He is there on stage and now he is going to deliver his message. Let's see that what is he going to talk about, and let's listen carefully about his message as well. So maintain pin drop silence, please.
First of all, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to introduce my idea on what is failure and how to deal with it. Well, my name is Sonu and I'm gonna talk about failure. That is not a topic, but also how to. I'm gonna answer you how to deal with it and how to come up with a new energy and a positive mind. Well, according to my knowledge, the majority of the people who fails in their life fails because of fear of getting failed, and you can't avoid it. It's a part of life. Failure is a part of life. It comes with the life, and you can't avoid it. You have to go through with it, and the fearing the failure that arises in our mind. It's an only emotion. By time to time, we have to go through with it. Sometimes we get what we want. Sometimes we do not get what we want. But so we have to find a way. We have to find a way to deal with it. Because I realized that the more we get, the more we fear to feel. The more we feel to fear, the more we fear to get failed in our life, the more there would be more chances to get failed in our life. So that is the law of attraction, because law of attraction get you those things that you think about and that you want, and it's just an emotion. You have to find a way to deal with it. You should not just give up, because when you think too much to get fail in your life, you are unable to come up with a plan, and you will just get afraid to move a next step, and you just afraid to take a risk. It's just an emotion that holds you back from your success. And so I'm going to tell you how to deal with the failure. So how to deal with the failure when it comes in our mind. So we have to realize that we can use failure to our success, because when you can get prepared, and you can think about it, and you can take a good step, and second thing that you can do to deal with the failure, that keep your expectation moderate, because do not think too much high, do not think so low, because when you think too much high, then you just move a wrong step, and when you think too much low, very low, you just you are not able to think or make a plan. So you should it's a worldly condition, that it's a human condition that we have to throw. We can't avoid it. It's a part of life. Failure is a part of life, and you should change the way. You should change the plan. You should change the way you are doing, but do not give up from your dream. And failure, when you get fail in your life, failure, do not afraid to be fail, because it teaches us many things, like how to be humble, how to be punctual, what not to do, how to be respect a failure person. And when you will not get fail in your life, you will just miss the opportunity to learn new things in your life. And in the end, I would end my conversation by saying this: those who do not dare to fail greatly, who do not dare to fail greatly, do not get fear to do not fear those who do not dare to fail greatly can those who dare to fail greatly can ever achieve greatly. Thank you.
Well done. Give a big round of applause for this one. All right, guys. Listen, everyone. So, good evening to all of you. How are you all? Fine. Okay. So, your today's topic was that open your heart and speak out, which means that whatever comes to your mind, you just have to speak it out. Okay, without thinking too much. Because what happened whenever you try to think something or whenever you try to translate something, you just get into it and you go to blank. So you don't understand what to speak and you take too much time as well. So that is why I just mentioned here, open your heart and speak it out, which was like that, just remove your fear and come up with confidence so that you can speak well. See, you guys are here to learn English, right? I don't know why you guys are like, facing such problem to come up with this stage. Why so? Because you guys are here to learn English. And this is not, this is not your audition where if you fail to give your best, you will be rejected. This is not going to happen, right? Right? This is not going to happen. But still, why don't you come up here? Okay? So, that is why I said that once you remove your fear, you come up with confidence immediately. And once you have confidence, you can speak anything. Right? Because confidence gives you strength to speak something. Okay? And second thing, what you have to do exactly, you don't need to think too much. Because once you start thinking something, you just get into it and you don't speak. Okay? Your mouth gets closed automatically. Because your mind is automatically started there and your mind is thinking something. Right? So you cannot speak. So what I'm trying to say that whenever you want to speak good English, just speak it out without thinking anything. Okay? Because when you do this, then you speak well. And when you think too much, you start translating, and then you start fighting all together in your mind. No, वह दिल्ली जा रहा था, उसको क्या बोलते हैं? He was नहीं, he were going नहीं. So this sort of talk is going into your mind. Your mouth is closed still, but this sort of talk is going into your mind. वह दिल्ली जा रहा था, he was going, she was going, he were going नहीं. He was. Now finally, after a sort of decision into your mind, now finally your mouth is open and now you will speak. He was going Delhi. He was going Delhi. So ultimately again you spoke wrong, right? So what do you have to do? कि stopping thinking here, right? यहाँ पे सोचना ही बंद कर दो. Just speak it out, because you have knowledge, you have grammar knowledge, right? What happened, like if you know how to drive a car, why do you think how to drive? Why don't you just go to drive it, right? So that's what I'm saying, that if you know how to drive a car, if you know how to cook food, if you know how to play cricket, if you know how to beat someone, then why do you start thinking on it? Why don't you just go to do it? Just execute the plan and you will get rid of it, right? So you don't, execute the plan and you just start planning into your mind, and that is how you lost your confidence and you welcomed in your mind a fear, a sort of fear. It's called phobia, right? And that is why you guys are not able to speak English. English is not a big challenge. It's easy. It's very simple. But it's just like Hindi. You're speaking Hindi. Have you ever think that मुझे बोलना है? Let's suppose that I want to talk to someone, and have you ever did something like this, that कि मुझे बातें करना है, एक बार हिंदी में सोच लेता हूँ क्या बातें करना है. ऐसा कुछ होता है? मैं इसको बोलूँगा, मैं अभी दिल्ली जा रहा हूँ, फिर कल आऊँगा, फिर परसों मिलूँगा, फिर तरसों आऊँगा, फिर चौथे रोज तेरे घर पे आऊँगा. ऐसा सोच लिया दिमाग में और आप बोल रहे हो. ऐसा तो है नहीं. ऐसा तो करते नहीं हो हिंदी में, राइट? सो व्हाई डू यू डू दिस इन इंग्लिश में क्यों करते हो? अरे क्या होगा, क्या होगा? गलत बोलोगे, गलती तो बोलोगे, बट एटलीस्ट सीखोगे ना उस गलती से. और जब बोलोगे ही नहीं तो क्या सीखोगे, राइट? जब बोलोगे ही नहीं तो क्या सीखोगे? अभी इस लाइफ में बस 3 स्टूडेंट आए, सिर्फ 3 स्टूडेंट्स, and I really appreciate all those students, and I'll get back to all those students who didn't come here. I'll definitely come back to those students, okay, जो नहीं आए यहाँ पे. So इस लाइफ में सिर्फ 3 स्टूडेंट्स आए. They basically they are confident enough to speak something. They have decided that whatever I will speak, that's it. Galtiyan, mistakes are the sign of your success. Mistakes are the sign of your improvement. Mistakes are the sign of your dedication. Mistakes are the sign of your focus. That you are focused, you are concerned, you are dedicated, and you are improving yourself. So mistakes and failures, as he said. So failures and mistakes, these are the part of life, right? So single thing you have to do, and that is that if you really want to speak good English, just don't think too much into your mind, because when you think into your mind too much, you just close your mouth and you welcome the fear into your mind, and that is why you start like feeling hesitation and nervousness, and just because of that you feel fear. Okay, but once you have confidence, you might have seen a lot of people, those are speaking very bad English, but they have confidence. Confidence के साथ, ओए, you eat food, you not eat food, I eat food today, you not eat food, why you not eat food? See, इतनी गलती है, but still he has confidence, and just because of this confidence, what other will understand? Wow, what a nice English. कितनी अच्छी अंग्रेजी बोल रहा है, right? For those students especially, for those men or women, for especially those who have no knowledge about English, right? तो वहाँ पे वो तो उसे अच्छा समझ, wow, कितनी अच्छी इंग्लिश बोल रहा है. Why? Because he has confidence. So confidence जिसके पास होती है वो जीत पहले ही 90% अपने अंदर में ले लेता है. If you have confidence, you are already won the game 90%, and just there is 10% left which you have to fight. Right? So that is why it is said that when you go on border, you need to be brave before you touch the line of border. Right? And that is why it is the heaviest and most struggleful training of Indian armies. Why so? Because they are making them strong right here before touching the line of borders. Right? So you have to do the same. You need to, like remove fear, hesitation and nervousness from your mind if you want to speak English. What will be happen? गलत बोलोगे, लोग हंसेंगे. अब यहाँ पे तो कोई हंसेगा नहीं तुम्हारे ऊपर, पहली बात. दूसरी बात क्या होगा? गलत बोलोगे, उससे ज्यादा क्या होगा? 2-4 लाइनें बोल पाओगे, उससे ज्यादा नहीं बोल पाओगे. So ultimately your main motto is what? To become a पापा की परी है? या फिर to become a good English speaker, right? To become a good English speaker, so you have to leave and remove that attitude that is holded by that sort of, papa की परी. So what I'm trying to say that कि remove जैसे ही आप कर दोगे ना अपने confidence, उसको fear को और hesitation को, हर कोई English बोल रहा है. फिर चाहे गलत बोले सही बोले doesn't matter, बोल जरूर रहा होगा. अभी वो एक दिन पहले भी जो यहाँ पे लड़का आया है ना, for example अभी these are 2 new students here, right? ये आए हैं. अभी कहीं ना कहीं he is having some sort of fear, hesitation and nervousness. What to speak? Oh my God, sir is speaking very good English. All of them are speaking very good English. How can I speak? What to speak? Where to start? What to start? Right? So this sort of fighting is going on in their mind. उनके दिमाग में इस तरह की क्या है? चल रही होगी बातें और इस वजह से वो अपने आप को पीछे खींच रहे होंगे. राइट लेकिन जैसे ये सब चीज खत्म हो गई वो सीधा स्टेज पे आएगा. सर कैन आई स्पीक समथिंग, और वो स्टेज पे आएंगे और अपने बारे में बताने लगेंगे. गलत बोल रहे हैं सही बोल रहे हैं डजंट मैटर, बोल तो रहे हैं. एंड द फर्स्ट स्टेज इज कॉन्फिडेंस, बिकॉज दिस इज कम्युनिकेशन. एंड इफ यू वांट टू कम्युनिकेट विद समवन यू मस्ट शो योर कॉन्फिडेंस. यू मस्ट शो योर कॉन्फिडेंस विद अ स्माइल. ओके, तो so who's left? So are you ready? Ready? Okay, so I will welcome 1 or 2 more students right here, and then after I'll end this class. Okay, and I will just welcome 1 or 2 more students only. So whosoever want to come here can come here and speak something. Again, I'm telling you, if you kill your fear or hesitation or nervousness, you can win the war. That's simple. If you go to the battleground and you have a fear of losing that fight, then definitely you are already lost your game. That's simple, right? If you have fear that अरे उसके पास इतनी सारी सेना है मैं तो हार जाऊंगा, तो definitely आप पहले ही हार गए. लेकिन अगर आपके पास कम सेना है but still you have that much of confidence that कि मेरी ये कम सेना ही उनके लिए बहुत खतरनाक साबित होगी, definitely you are won 90% already and they have lost. And you have seen in the history of India that how Shivaji Bose and all Marathas and Marathas have gone through this case. They had very sort of soldiers, but they fought against the all enemies and they received the victory as well. ठीक है, तो ये सारी चीजें होती है. तो हौसला होना चाहिए तभी आप किसी का शिकार कर पाओगे, नहीं तो नहीं कर पाओगे. So just come here, whatever comes to your mind, open your heart and speak out. Whatever comes to your mind, open your heart and speak out. Whether it is right or wrong, this is not your job. That is my job to make you correct. Your job is just to speak. Your job is just to speak. And my job is to recognize you where is your fault. And I will make you train there. Right?
Yes, sir.
Over and out. So ready? You're ready?
Yes, sir. Talk.
Please come.
Stop holding phone.
So let's welcome Mr. Sunil. Yeah, let's welcome Mr. Sunil. He is going to say something in his talk. Let's welcome. Give a big round of applause for this guy. Great.
Good evening, dear class fellows.
Very good.
Very good evening.
Well, my name is Sunil, and today I am here to represent my idea that how can we tackle a good habit. And it's not only an idea but also a life of living. Now I am going to talk about my topic, how to tackle a bad habit. Firstly, I am going to talk about the habit. What is habit? habit is a regular tendency or practices that you do in your life. And in any worst circumstances, habit is made to give a comfort to your life and make this any task easy. And if I talk about what a bad habit, it's a bad manner that stops you from achieving your goal or target, just like phenomania, overspending of money, and procrastination and smoking.
Wait.
Sorry, sir, I didn't wear my ID cards. And now I want to continue.
Okay.
Firstly, you have to think it deeply. That's what's going in your life, and you have to think about the cause of the bad habit. That why it's happening in your life, and you have to transform your bad habit into a good habit, or you have to. You can also do this, that you can replace your bad habit from good habit. Just like that, many people to get rid of stress smoke cigarettes, but instead of smoking cigarette, they can also engage themselves in another task and get rid of stress and anxiety. There are various numbers of, and tackling a bad habit is not only a one-day task. It's a long process or a period of time. You will also think about that just to leave this, and but you have to handle this situation wisely. And you have to, if anyone is engaged in tackling a bad habit, then if anyone is engaged in a bad habit, then they can do some ways that, just like they can engage themselves or surround themselves with people of good habits, and they can do meditation or yoga. They can try to identify the cause of the bad habits, and they should take support from their loved ones, or support and from their parents, and without any hesitation, if he can, and draw a conclusion, and try to draw a conclusion and apply the formula that you drawn. And tackling a bad habit is not a one-day task. It requires effort and time, so perseverance and patience is required. Thank you for listening.
Is there anyone else who wants to go? Go. Okay, all right, listen. So finally, this topic, open your heart and speak out, is going to end right here. And you must have, gone through three or four different speeches where you have heard the ideas and philosophy and ideology of those students, where they have discussed about different aspects. One of them have discussed about the love of mom, and the second one they talked about how to deal with failure, and the third he talked about my nation is my pride, and the fourth one he talked about like how to tackle bad habits, to tackle bad habits. So these were the students who had come here, and he had introduced himself, the ideas and the philosophies and the ideologies of their own thoughts. Okay, so they just have gone through all this, and if you like miss this opportunity, so you can rewatch it on our YouTube channel, that is Hargar Shiksha by AELA. So Hargar Shiksha by AELA, this video will be uploaded and you can rewatch it. So not only you have to rewatch it to know your mistakes, but you have to rewatch it once again to understand the ideas of a student that he has expressed or delivered on this stage. Okay, so you will also learn the ideas, and apart from that you will also able to recognize the mistakes. Okay? You can help them out. Okay, so these were the students, these are the beginners students, and somehow they are in learning stage, right? So it is in nature that they will commit mistakes. So committing mistakes is not a it's not a crime, but committing mistakes is somehow the sign of improvement. So you guys are improving yourself, and I really appreciate you all. So we'll get back to you shortly. Do you want to say something? Yeah. Okay, so I'll get back to you shortly, guys. Try to share this video as much as you can. Like, share, and subscribe. And that's all for the day. See you. Yeah, you can also follow us on our Instagram, that is by the name of AIM English Language Academy, right? So you can follow there, okay, to get regular updates, and you can also subscribe here to get the regular update. I hope you like it. You have to listen it carefully, because if you want to learn English, so your listening power must be good. Okay, so until unless you are not going to understand the English, you are not going to speak it out, because the first stage is listening. If you listen something, your mind transform it into the ideas, and then after you immediately respond. So how a man basically do the conversation. So basically they listen the first person, and automatically his mind transform into the ideas and response, and then you go to response it, right? You go to like answer back of it. So this is how. So you need to first of all listen this carefully, and if you are able to listen, if you understand this language, right, so now you have to just work on the speaking, and therefore you can try to speak as much as you can. You can talk to anyone, those are surrounded by you, or you can, if you want to learn English, you don't have nothing, you can just subscribe this channel, and you will get free 30 days class here. And the best way to learn English is that whatever is nearby you, whatever is surrounded by you, so you can just start reading. Wherever you go, you might be seeing the holdings and all. If you buy the chips, if you buy the cold drinks, so in fact on that cold drink and chips also something is definitely written there in English. So you must try to read that, what it is and why is it written here. Okay, if I have a watch, so in fact in this watch also it is written Titan, and just below, just back of it, you will see there are more information which is written on it, right? So you need to understand why it is written. If you have worn a suit, so at the back of it also, in the badge, you will see the condition is also written there, how to wash it, right? So wherever you go, start reading and start learning there. So you should be always in learning phase if you want to be a good English speaker, and not learning will not only work, you have to speak it out as well. So always open your heart and speak it out, and never mind whether you're speaking right or wrong. Okay, is that clear? So that's all for the day. See you tomorrow. Have a good day. Thank you.
Forget to take